Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Walking Liner welcomes you. As I said earlier, first off, let me just start this off by saying welcome to Etrian Odyssey Untold Virtual Remix Blue Moon Episode 2. And let me just say this again. The mic will cut off at some points. Stuff might happen, and I'm just going to keep on letting the stream play. And not only that, you might hear some background noises before I try to mute the mic, so beware. So when we last left off from Blue Moon, episode 1, we already took down the big bad wolf, Fenrir, in the first stratum. Now that we've unlocked the second stratum, we're gonna move on ahead and see what we can cover over there. But first we gotta take care of the side quests that open up. So, without further ado, Down in the Grove. That's how you take your quest, have you? This one was put up by some regulars, adventurers like you. They were exploring the labyrinth as usual, when they were attacked by monsters they'd never seen on B5F. They were no match for the monsters, and barely made it back to town alive. They said that the lizards they saw belonged on the floor much deeper down. You've been to B5F several times now, right? Your targets are the lizard monsters you'll run into on B5F. For the sake of adventurers younger than you, I pray for your success. Lizards? Kinda hate them. I take a request, have you? That one's from the Guildmaster of the Explorers Guild. Since you did that last job for him, he wants you to do this one too. He'll tell you the details himself, so go see him at the Explorers Guild. He requested you personally, so make sure you do your best, okay? What's from the inn too? Sorry to take the request, have you? This was from the Rooster Inn. He has something else he wants from you adventurers. Why don't you go to the inn and ask him what he wants? Let's go see the Explorers Guild. Yo, you came. What I want from you this time is to take something from the second stratum of the labyrinth. I am commissioning you to find 3 mint leaves. What are they for? They're for eating, of course. Don't you know? Eating a mint leaf soothes the nerves and freshens the breath. But they're not for me. They're for the previous guildmaster. You didn't think there wasn't anyone doing this before me, right? I used to be an adventurer like you at the start. I owe a lot to the last guildmaster for all he did for me back then. And that's that. Now, get going to the second stratum and take those 3 mint leaves. Oh, welcome back. You accepted a quest? Thank you very much. Now, down to business. I'd like you to gather the materials to make a quilt. A down quilt, I suppose? Down quilts are nice, aren't they? I use one myself at home when it's cold. But this time I don't need down, but wolf fur. Do you know about the skulls on the first stratum? The quilts made from wolf pelts will keep you warm enough to sleep through a blizzard. Those wolves drop wolf pelts. That's what I want you to get for me. I hear the skulls live deep in the first stratum. I'm counting on you. Let's go check out what's going on the 5th floor. The instant you set foot in B5F, you can feel a tension in the air. The lizards are strutting around this floor as if they own the place. In order to make this floor safer, you have no choice but to defeat them all. Now begin the lizard extermination. Ever since moving to this new place some years ago, lizards have not exactly been a good pest to look into, considering that they'll just sneak around everywhere. Looks like volume is okay too. Alright, let's go. Okay, so that's one of the lizards down. And here's the skull that we need to beat up in order to get the wolf fur. You have collected the wolf pelts requested by the Rooster Inn. Whoa, what the heck? Okay. My computer doing things. The frightening monster thrashes his poisonous purple legs as it falls onto its back. There should be no more worry of unlucky adventurers being attacked by these fiendish reptiles. I must return to the pub in order to report that you have defeated the lizard beasts. Alright, we got them all. Oh, welcome back. And I assume that you returned to turn in the item I've requested? Yep. Thank you very much. Now I can put a new quilt and one locked in the guest rooms. I'd like to try it. You've helped me with this, so I'll give you top priority whenever you book a room here. I'm sure you'll sleep like a baby. Or a wolf cub. Thank you for your work. I left a reward at the pub. Okay, so the ones in progress are still something that we had to check out in the second stratum. Good work, everyone. You defeated the terrifying lizards. Now young adventurers can take on a labyrinth without as much worry. All the new adventurers will look up to Blue Moon now. Thank you. Good luck on your future adventures. Good work, everyone. I heard the rumors. You were collecting materials to make a quilt? I haven't been sleeping well lately, so maybe I could use a good quilt too. Well, that's not something you need to hear. Here's your reward. Alright. Alright, on to the second stratum. Primitive jungle. As is the case for Blue Moon, all the maps have already been mapped. The only mapping that ever gets done would be on the Red Sun playthrough, but for Blue Moon, the map is carried over. I do believe... Yeah, oh yeah, so... There is another... There are actually a few maps that I didn't map in, Blue Moon, but that's because I was taking care of it later. Oh, here we go. First F.O.E. already. Okay, color. HP is 2,320. Attack is 26, defense is 19. No resistances or weakness. Skills are Bending Claws. Using its arms, it deals damage to a single party member twice. And Fearsome Roar. Using its head, it has a chance to inflict fear on the entire party. Takashi and Yor are already affected, so that's not good. That's not good, but I think we'll manage. Okay, Yoro's already cleared up. I already hate the fear effect. And this is the part where you need someone carrying the skill refresh in order to get rid of the fear ailment. But we'll manage. And there you have it. Primitive jungle. I have been to South America a number of times, so the Amazon is actually pretty interesting to look at, but honestly, staying there, you'd have to try to get used to it. Not me forgetting to apply all the skill points beforehand. It shouldn't take too long. See. I think I was planning to level those skills up, but I don't know if... Yeah, I did level those skills up, but I don't know if I planned it for this stratum specifically, or for the next stratum. Oh, I guess we'll never know. No, Takashi! That's my mistake. Another thing that I also have to do here is make sure that the pathways have already been cited. The reason for that is because even if you carry over the maps, the game will not acknowledge... The game will not give you the ability to use floor jump if the spots have not been cited yet. All the squares have not been cited yet. Kind of a bit difficult to tell because the shading is like under the green squares, but as you walk through the forest, you spy something shining in the branches above. Whatever it is reflects the light shining upon it down toward you. You consider making the effort to retrieve whatever's in the branches. Climb the tree to grab it. Yami decides to go on behalf of the party and begins to climb the tree. Despite initial trouble climbing the slick trunk, Yami eventually manages to reach the branches. Once there, Yami sees that the reflective object is a sword lodged into the wood. Yami pulls it from a branch and slides back down the tree. Though the sword's blade is rusted and seems unfit for use in combat, you decide to take it with you. That's the rusty sword. Alright. Okay, that's just a Rosa quest. Yeah, this is where they start applying status effects more quickly, so definitely get a refresh on your team. As you enter a small room in a dark forest, you pick up an enticing scent that makes your mouth water. You trace the scent to some food on the ground, most likely left behind by another explorer. It's heart attack, an emergency ration popular with explorers. It may yet be edible even if it has lain out for days. If you wish, you can sate your hunger with a heart attack, or simply ignore it and leave it where it lies. Nah. Emergency ration or no. You feel sure that eating food off the ground can only spell disaster for your bowels. Bowels? Shrug off your intense hunger in favor of leaving at once. That heart attack will damage you, by the way. At first it will heal you, but as time goes on in labyrinths it will actually damage you right after. Okay. So far so good in mapping this place. Wait, what am I saying? It's already mapped. Oh, exploration has to happen anyways. As you walk through the forest maze, you spot a large beehive before you. Serendipitously, you detect no bees protecting it at the moment. Maybe a good opportunity to reach into the hive and collect its honey. Reach into the beehive? Not yet. Fearful that the bees may return while your hand is in their home, you leave off meddling with the hive. We'll get back to it in a moment. We just do not have a need for it. Great cash. More dodging bears. And of course I forget to get rid of some of these items. Alright, and floor jump is now accessible. And that means the floor is complete. You have collected the number of mint leaves requested by the Guildmaster. Turn them in at the Explorers Guild to complete the quest. Awesome. Yo, you're back. So, you've got the goods? Hand them over then. Ask for more money. Hand over the mint leaves. Thanks. Sorry I make you run errands for me. This is all that narrow-minded old man's fault. If you're gonna blame someone, blame him. Previous guildmaster? Yeah, that's right. He made you go get stuff from the second stratum in order to see if I've been properly raising new adventurers. He's like a bad mother-in-law, always trying to find faults with my decisions. I'm glad you're around. If I give him these, now he's got to believe that I'm a proper guildmaster training proper adventurers. When's dreamy? I'm grateful. When's dreamy? Oh come on, don't say that. You know I worry about you too. You're just a single sprout in the garden of new adventurers here in Etria. And I'm the farmer. Haha. When I give that old man these mint leaves, I'll tell him about you too. I'm sure it'll annoy the hell out of him. Whoa, maybe I said too much. If he heard me now, I'd get real leerful. The reward's at the pub, so pick it up there. Thanks, Blue Moon. Good job, everyone. I see you've completed the Guildmaster's quest. He may look stern, but he's actually kinda hard. Everyone likes him. If he has a fault, I'd say he puts drinks on his tableau too often. I wish he carried more cash. Maybe he'll stop if you mention it to him. Probably not. I think I've said too much. Now, here's a reward. Yeah. Oh yeah, I eventually got the items she needed. Good work, everyone. So she'll really make these into a ring. These on my finger. I'd rather not think about it. Why don't you just leave them in the bag on the counter? And close it tightly so I don't have to see them. The whole idea just grosses me out. Yeah, I got the items off screen. Oh well. And now we got new tasks. Decided to take a request, have you? This time, your client is a botanist who recently came to Etria to research the monster plants of the labyrinth. He figured he'd be able to get his information by posting jobs for the adventurers who go down there. He's just over there, waiting for someone to answer your request. You'll ask him directly for the job details. Horticulture. Decided to take a request, have you? There used to be an old man in this town who grew a variety of flowers. His garden was quite beautiful. I've been there several times myself. I heard that he passed away the other day. In his dying words, he said that he wanted someone to raise and plant the only flower he couldn't grow in the town. According to him, the flower only blooms at a certain place within the labyrinth. By the time he found the perfect spot on B7F to raise this flower, he was too weak to be able to travel there. I have the seeds to this plant. Why don't you try it out? For the sake of this old man's memory, I'm counting on you. Old seed. Make his last wish come true. It's something only adventurers can do. Decided to take a request, have you? This is another job from Miss Merrill. Her next work requires Sharp Stinger. From what I hear, Sharp Stinger can be taken from Army Wasp on the second stratum. It seems her tastes have changed recently. That's too bad. Anyway, good luck. Request from the pub too. Decided to take a request, have you? Did you read the job description? I posted that job. With so many new adventurers coming to town, I've been running low on utensils to serve people who come here. I want to get more utensils, but don't you think getting more of the same is just a waste of an opportunity? I was thinking that my customers would be happy if I started using metal utensils. Don't you think it'd be a lovely idea? Not as lovely as you. So you can see why I posted the job request. Now then, in order to make these utensils, I need 4 iron shells. I hear that the Death Scorpion monsters on the second stratum dropped them. That's a scary name, so be careful when you're going after them. Welcome back. I've just returned from the market. Would you like me to prepare some tea? Alright, so I have some new ingredients that I can use for a new blend. What would you like me to make? Alright, we can make another cordial. You can prepare some scones for a snack as well if you'd like. Would you like a snack? Sure. Oh, good. I hadn't expected you would be eating here, so I've had some prepared in advance. Here we are. On top we have milk mousse with strawberry jelly, cherry tarts and calisons with seasonal fruit. The scones are on the second row, and I have apple jam and clotted cream on the side if you'd like. On the bottom row, there are 2 varieties of sandwiches, roast beef and cucumber. The pan here has a mushroom gratin that I created. It is hot, so please be careful. And of course, there is more tea if you are thirsty. Please enjoy. I'm so glad to see that you like a good tea break. In all honesty, I was a bit anxious when Master Sheldon bade me suddenly to go and look after explorers. I didn't know if I could be any use to you, and all I'm good at is making tea. You think Rosa has been helpful? Yeah. Oh, thank you very much. I will do my best to aid you as well as I can. I'm glad to work for such a kind master. Now then, is there anything else you would like me to do? Alright. Relationship increased. That's nice. I'll watch beehive before you. Okay, so this is the beehive that we ignored earlier. Maybe a good opportunity to reach into the hive and collect its honey. Just as your hand is nearly into the hive, you hear an intense buzzing throughout the area. You swallow as you realize that the bees have completely surrounded you. However, they are not attacking yet. If you abandon the hive now, you may still escape unscathed. He considers the situation carefully before making your decision. I probably should have looked into what happens if I escape the area. To flee now will avail you nothing. You've readied yourselves for battle, keen on getting at the hive at any cost. The bees, seeing the threat to their hive making no move to withdraw, launch their attack. Just as you thought you had driven the bees away, another swarm appears from elsewhere and charges at you. Nice. Let's go, Hamnadi. Oh, you've collected the items. Okay, managing to clear out the bees, you split open the hive to get a look at the contents. Fresh honey filling it oozes out. Words cannot describe the taste of the sweet-smelling honey. You cannot stop eating until all the honey is gone. Thanks to the honey, you feel your stamina replenished. Fully satisfied, you take your leave of the beehive. Body recovers 150 HP and 80 TP. Yeah. Honey does the body good. As you walk through the dense forest, a fragrant scent of flowers drifts by. You look in the direction from whence it came, and see a large blossom. You are tempted to approach the flower to touch it, but it may be wise to ignore it and be on your way. By touching the flower, as you reach towards the flower, it begins to wriggle. You blink to yourself confused, when suddenly, the flower leaps at you. So a sudden ambush, but it's just one enemy. Nothing difficult. It seems that a petaloid has a habit of luring prey with its sweet scent to attack when their guard is lowered. You decide to keep this in mind as you resume your trek through the forest. Good job, everyone. So, those things are purple because they're poisonous, right? Just leave them in the bag. What a request. Bits and pieces of bugs are definitely scary. Alright. Time to fight a giant moa. HP is 2041, attack is 26, and defense is 18. It's weak to... It has no attacking weaknesses or resistances, but for status weakness, it is weak to blind. For status resistance, it is weak to instant death and petrify. Its only skill is rush. Using its legs, it uses a physical attack that deals damage to the front line. Yep, so I bound its legs earlier, so that means I can go ham for the time being. Nice. That's the giant moa down. And here's where we get one of the special items, the white key. You pick up a white crystal shard that emits a wondrous light. It releases a low pitch and a dazzling glow, as if resonating with something. Perhaps it opens the mysterious crystals entwined with ivy, seen elsewhere in the labyrinth. Deciding that it will surely have its uses, you place the white crystal shard in a pack with your other valuables. As you walk through the forest, you come to a peaceful grove where sunlight shines through the trees. You take a moment to relax in this calm space, and recall a quest that you undertook at the pub. The quest giver wanted you to plant seeds in the memory of his late friend, Gardener. He mentioned that a place on B7F would be perfect. This must be the spot. Just as you plant the seeds in the ground, you feel danger approaching you from behind. You quickly whirl around as a swarm of bees attacks. Just when you think you have fended off the bees, another swarm attacks. There are fewer bees here now than there were before, but they still show a willingness to fight. How many of them are there? poison. Oh, they already took care of that. You gasp for breath as you strike down bee after bee. There are only a handful of them left. Finish this. Five bees. Oh, everyone's fully healed now. Thanks, Hibiki. For those not aware, the Highlander has a skill that heals everyone if the Highlander is the one to deal the final blow to an enemy. Helpful when exploring. And even more so when there are lots of enemies like this. This divine flower must be very well spoken of in the client's final words. If you were to bring this flower back to town and plant it in the garden, the old man's spirit will surely be happy. You carefully dig up the soil around the flower and prepare to take it back with you to the pub. Rare bloom. Nice. You push through the dense plants to reach a small clearing in the forest. Water flows between the trees here, and there are standing pools of water. Merely by standing here, you begin to feel lighter. Our party's HP and TP is fully restored. You wait to rest here, but suddenly, you sense an ominous presence nearby. It will get addressed later on. You have collected the iron shells that the woman at the pub requested. Simply return to the pub with them to complete the quest. And we unlock floor jumping for this one. Nice. Ah, plants are wonderful. They never walk away when I talk to them about my feelings. Who are you? Oh, are you the adventurers who accepted my job? Oh, good, thank you. Now I can further my research. I want you to find out more about the petaloid. It's an adorable plant that lives on the labyrinth second stratum. I haven't been able to find any information about where exactly they dwell, however. So, I would like you to find about where the petaloids grow and report to me. When you find it, come back to me. I'll be waiting here for the good news. We already found it. Now you returned. Does that mean you discovered where the petaloids live, am I right? What great fortune! Now please point out where the petaloids dwell. Oh ho ho! So that's where they were hiding, the rascals. Good. I'm going to investigate this immediately. Ah, it's you. Thank you for telling me where to find the petaloids. Now I know what kind of environment they make their homes. I tried investigating further, but they attacked me and I was forced to flee. Still, now that I know where they live, it doesn't matter. I can go meet them as many times as I want. My research is far from over, but you've done your job. I've given your reward to the hostess, so get it from her. Gorge. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that voice. No. No. This is basically the swordless adventurer who talks with a goofy accent. You can already tell just by the dialogue over here. He snatches the rusty sword from your hands and hugs it. I'm not gonna vocalize it. I'm not gonna vocalize it. It's too embarrassing. Alright, well, we already got the quest done, so why don't I go back? Oh, because I want to change the team. so that way they get the experience. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Okay. There we go. Good work. I see it went well. The client really enjoyed the results, huh? I could hear him all the way over here. Well, here's your reward. He even threw in a little extra because you did so well. Nice. And that one's done. Good job, everyone. Now I can start serving my customers with new utensils. I just need to go to the shop and ask the girl there to whip these into spoons and knives and such. I'm sure they'll turn out great. Thank you. I'll make sure you're the first to use them. I'm a test subject? I wouldn't put it like that. You know what? Maybe you're not the right person to try them out. Aww. I'm sorry. I was joking too. I know you wouldn't take that the wrong way. It's strange. Not so long ago, you were all rookies, and now you're handling all sorts of quests with ease. I'm still going to be counting on you. Keep it up, Blue Moon. Now here's your reward. Put it to good use. Nice. And that one's down. Good work, everyone. Oh, is that the flower that grew from the seeds? I've never seen such a beautiful bloom before. I wish the old man could have seen this. Anyway, thank you. I'll take this to the flower garden. Alright. Decided to take a request, have you? Head on over to Shaleka's Goods and ask her what she needs help getting. She's been in a good mood ever since her weapon selection has increased a fair bit. Good luck with this one. Decided to take the request, have you? The Explorers Guild periodically issues trials like this to help train adventurers. This is a difficult challenge, but it's the perfect test for your skills. The challenge will start on beat 8F, sometime between 7 AM and 10 AM. Good luck. So that's one of the worst kinds of quests to be working with, but... Talk about the bone flail? Oh, so you took another one of the jobs. For this one, I need one broken wing. I'll be making a self-defense weapon for the ones who fight into back line. Everybody needs some way to keep their stress low. Ain't that right? As you look around the forest clearing, a soldier appears from deeper within and addresses you. You are explorers from Etrian, correct? I'm sorry, but I cannot let you pass. Ahead is where one of the most deadly monsters of this labyrinth nests. It is the lair of the Wyvern. If you are determined to proceed, you must consult Rada Hall. They can give you more details, as well as the permission you seek. Having delivered his warning, the soldier returns to his post in front of the door to block your passage. If you wish to proceed, it seems you have no recourse but to petition Rada Hall for permission. Let's explore a bit more. After pushing through the thick brush, you reach a place with exposed roots surrounding a bud. The roots reach to the ceiling as if to receive something, but they do so in vain. As you puzzle over this, you suddenly hear familiar voices approach behind you. Even further do you descend into the labyrinth, warriors of Blue Moon. We congratulate you. The warrior woman Ren hails you, her constant companion Tlaka standing silently by her side. The Ronin and Hexer seem pleased with your progress thus far. Never the favor to ask of such accomplished explorers. Usually the waters of a healing spring can be found here. Lately though, the water has stopped, creating a great nuisance for adventurers. Ren punctuates her bitter explanation with a quick point to the ceiling. The monster blocking the spring in the floor above is to blame. It is tiresome and vexing. Warriors of Blue Moon, will you go to the spring and free it from that vile monster? We couldn't make short work of it ourselves, but we have other matters to attend to. If you mean to further explore the labyrinth, to do this would be in your best interests. With this, Ren and her wordless companion turned to leave. Luck be with you, warriors. Gain victory over the monster, and bring honor to your guild. With those final words, the two adventurers leave the place. You can go to the water source at B7F and attempt to defeat the monster, or proceed with your investigation. Let's go check it out. Oh, but first, So basically, if we go over here, we check out the desert bird that's pretty hostile towards us. You push into the dense plants to reach a small clearing into the forest. Water flows between the trees here, and there are standing pools of water. Merely by standing here, you begin to feel lighter. You wake to rest here, but suddenly you sense an ominous presence nearby. Whatever foul creature blocks the spring's water is targeting you. When you turn around, you see a terrible crab noisily opening and closing its giant pincers. This monster must be the cause of the spring's blockage. Its large sharp claws and hard shell make it seem a harder adversary than any you've faced. You vow to stand your ground and defeat the thing to restore this spring to its natural state. Alright, on horror. HP is 660, attack is 113, and defense is 54. It doesn't have that many special skills. The only thing it has is defend. Using its head, it increases the pawn class defense. It's weak to all the elements, or resists all physicals. And it's pretty much weak to a whole bunch of status effects and binds. It also charges up, so that one uses its head. Yeah, it charges before using a normal attack. Oh, it does have Reaper Claws. Wait. Oh, because I was looking at the... Go figure. HP is 1950, attack is 22, and defense is 23. Its weakness is electricity, bolts, and resists cuts and pierce attacks, stab attacks. Its skills are charged using its head, doubles the damage of the next attack, and Reaper Claws. Using its arms, it deals damage to a party member, and may cause instant death. Oh, I got my information wrong. Alright, well, we got it. I can't believe I got it wrong. And the sad thing is I got it wrong in Red Sun too. Because I was referencing the original Etrian Odyssey stats, and not the Untold one. Well, your task complete, you decide to return to your main goal of exploring the labyrinth. I have received word that you have reached the 7th floor on the 2nd stratum. Quite impressive. Only a handful of adventurers are capable of reaching that far. You seem to be proceeding at a very good pace. I'm glad. Ah, I almost forgot. We of the Rada will be issuing a new mission today, and we hope you will assist us. If you have the time, I implore that you give it a try. Alright, new mission. Retrieve the dragon's egg. You accepting? Very good. Now then, let me give you the details. The 8th floor in the 2nd stratum is home to a legendary dragon. We don't know much of this wyvern's ecology, but we're very eager to study it. So we'd like you to head to the wyvern's nest and retrieve the dragon egg there. By studying the egg, we may learn a great deal about the wyvern's habits. Take care though. It will be extraordinarily difficult to beat the wyvern as you are. Find a way to dodge the wyvern and obtain its egg. Here are my notes on where we believe the egg could be on B8F. Review them when you're inside the wyvern's nest. Egg notes. Alright, we got the bone flail. Alright, starting today we got bone flail for sale here at Shaleka's Goods. You've been a real big help. Would you be interested in signing on as my personal explorer? No? Oh well. I gave the reward to the lady at the pub, like the other times. We'll talk to her to pick it up. I got word from Shaleka. She was able to make something good out of what you brought her. Nice job. Let's see you do this well with your other quests too. Bone flail. Observing adventurers too. Decided to take a request, have you? Shaleka from Shaleka's Goods made this request. She asked for your guild specifically, so take care of her. We'll talk with her at her shop. First, let's take care of the wyvern's nest issue, and as well as this quest. For the next 5 days, you will not be able to leave the dim labyrinth. 5 days until quest completion. As you look around the forest clearing, a soldier appears from deeper within and addresses you. Ah, you must be the Blue Moon Guild. I've received word about you from the Wada. Beyond this door is the wyvern's nest. Take pains not to confront it. It is a beast to be reckoned with. I will continue to ensure that no one else enters. Go at your task with care, Blue Moon Guild. With that, the soldier stands to one side, opening the way to you. If you are ready to proceed, you need only open the door and head to the dread wyvern's nest. Let's get to it. You finally reached the wyvern's nest. So the wyvern comes down from above, and if he spots you, he fires off a ray of electricity that electrifies the floor it touches. You consider how best to find the egg here without disturbing the wyvern. That's when you recall the memo given to you at Rada Hall and take it out. On it are a number of marks where the wyvern's egg might possibly be. The egg must be at one of them. But to find it, you must first step into the clearing in order to approach the spots marked on the map. But before we do any of that, we're gonna have to take care of this 5 days quest, where we have to walk around. And in this area, we take no encounters, so... Welcome, welcome, Demier. This song sounds familiar? Yeah. So, Etrian Odyssey Untold. So here in this labyrinth, we're taking on a quest that we have to stay in this area for 5 days straight. But because of an exploit over here where we don't have to like fight random enemies, just as long as we keep on moving around the area. So I just sped everything up and put in Bayonetta music. Yeah. There is a wyvern in the area, but you know, just like the Fountain Neo one. Yeah. Same kind of exploit, just a different circumstance. Etrian Odyssey Untold, we had to stay here in the wyvern's nest. And the reason why there are no encounters here is because this is where you have to do a lot of maneuverability. And because of the wyvern, it actually fires rays of electricity towards you. I can't believe they brought back that quest. Yeah. Oh, why did I stop here? Probably wasn't paying attention. Oh, there we go. I'm also playing with a mod that allows me to use the Highlander and Gunner classes. So the modder Tilda Hat found some additional coding lines for the two classes, because normally you can't access them in Etrian Odyssey Untold, because those are reserved for the 2 story mode members. And originally, the classes were meant to be locked after you beat story mode, as a bonus. But Tilda Hat brought them back up, he got them to work, and they're using portraits from Etrian Odyssey 2 Untold. So this has been pretty fun so far. It also brings back the mod also lets you explore the story mode dungeon in classic mode. I haven't done so yet. I will probably do that off stream. Yeah, I'll do that off stream. Mainly because the dungeon isn't really all that impressive. The story mode dungeon Glad time. The story mode Glad time isn't even though it's modded into classic mode, it still uses the story mode cutscenes as well. So yeah. Alright, how are you doing, by the way? I hope this isn't too disorienting since I chose to speed things up. doing okay? Been playing Metaphor and chipping away at Untold? Yeah. Untold is a good game for Etrian Odyssey. In the sense that, like, it at least tries something new, but also it has its own shortcomings. Story mode being one of them, it could have been better. Just beat Fafnir with my story team actually, with only setup. Ah! Nice. You survived 5 straight days in the forest and conquered the challenge. I'll get to Etrian Odyssey Untold 2. It'll probably be a long time before all this happens. Since I do have to do quite a bit of it, I have to do quite a bit of editing in order to get all these done. There is a reason why I do call this Etrian Odyssey Untold Virtual Remix. Since you've succeeded in safely retrieving the dragon's egg, though it may not be much, I have a reward for your valiant efforts. All the party members are VTubers. Ah yes, before I forget, there's someone I'd like you all to meet. He is Lord Visel, Chieftain of Rada, and leader of Etria. So far no attack skills except for Gunner Bonds, Poison Sleep, Medic, Elemental Magic is pretty rough. Ah. It is pretty rough, isn't it? Because Untold 2 has like... all the bosses in Untold 2 have like very high HP too, because it was an attempt to scale with the Fafnir's crazy damage output. But like when playing as classic mode, it's actually pretty dangerous. Lately, only a few explorers dare go below the 8th floor. I have high hopes that you will be the ones to reopen the way to the lower floors. Now then, if you'll excuse me, I look forward to speaking with you another day. I'm just auto-attacking my way through, really using those ailment bind weapons because my life depends on it. Yeah. There are always going to be the saviors for the Etrian Odyssey series, even if it comes down to RNG. If you can get consistency on those things, that would be amazing. Good work, you did it. The whole town is talking about how Blue Moon completed the challenge. Keep it up. Just wish they sailed better instead of staying at 20 attack. Oh, here's another guild bits. Oh yeah, and did say this is edited. You have a 20% chance to land at base, I think. Ah. That's fair. Yeah, all you need is just consistency. If it works, it works. So this is what I did for several things I did for the playthroughs. So one, this is Blue Moon. I also stream a Red Sun playthrough. The same kind of difference, except I have to manually map everything. In Blue Moon, I don't map it. I don't have to map everything because this is carried over from New Game Plus. Reminds me of Tails cutscene. Yeah, they do resemble skits, don't they? Another thing is that since I replaced all the playable characters with VTubers, I pretty much wanted to make something like this. So, because I wanted to let viewers know what kind of personalities they hold and some that like. So, it does take quite a lot out of me because it is quite a bit of writing to do, but a bit of writing and editing as well, animating. This is super cool, thank you. Sorry, Idol sings. The crayfish doesn't budge. So, in case if you can't tell, this is a whole reference to Etrian Odyssey 4, where the party encounters a crayfish twice. Anna darts through the pond and catches a crayfish. Minute passes and the team starts to wonder why they were celebrating for removing the crayfish. Yep, just like Etrian Odyssey 4, taking care of the crayfish yields absolutely nothing of value. Welp. Alright, back to business. Well, hello, what you want today? Ah, you took the job? Thank goodness. That makes it easier on me, since we know each other pretty well now. So about the quest. I want to go on another adventure with ya. I heard about the healing spring into second stratum and got interested. I fix it. You did? You really are up and coming veterans of the labyrinths, huh? I'm proud to have helped you so far. So, there you have it. Guide me to the healing spring onto second stratum. Hooray, thanks so much. We can go whenever you're ready. Alright, let's take care of it. Wow, it's so different from the first stratum. So dark and muggy. It must be hard to get to rough here. We'll protect you. Oh, you sound so confident. You'd better keep me safe, then. Well, let's go. Alright, we made it to B7F. Why don't we take a quick break? I'm kinda tired. Is there anything I should be worried about up ahead? I like how this questline also keeps on pointing out about her attire. Like, the option's constantly there. I think I'll have you carry me if we get to red grass. It won't hurt me then, right? Yeah, that's all that. Is there anything else I should worry about? Birds might chase us. There are birds that chase folks? I hope we never run into them. Make sure we don't cross paths with those birds, okay? I know how to get around it. Really? That's a relief. If you know your way around here, that must mean you're pretty good explorers, huh? I can respect that. So what should we do? Is there more to talk about? I was tempted to point it out. Okay, let's get going to that healing spring tent. B8F. The healing spring's on this floor, right? From her assumption? Yep. All you gotta do is lead me to the spring and the quest is done. I'm counting on you. Room feels different than the others. The air here is so peaceful. Is this the spring? Have a drink? Well, of course. Zuleka scoops up a handful of water and slowly sips it. Wow, this is really good. It cools me right down. This really is the mystic water that Tay told me about. He pulls out a canteen and begins to fill it from the spring. What are you doing with that? I gotta take it home and study it. I was thinking that maybe I could make a new medicine to help to explorers in town. All I can do is sell items, so I've got to be sure I have the best stuff I can offer. Thank you. No, thank you. It's because of people like you that my business stays afloat, and it makes my work fun. That's a bit embarrassing to admit. But hey, we done what we came for, so let's get back. Back home safe and sound. Good work, everybody. The second stratum was rough, but I still had fun, you know? And it was all thanks to you. And I got some to spring water, so everything's coming up Zuleka. You really are special explorers. I'm so glad you took my request. Thanks again. I'll make sure this goes into making a really powerful medicine, so just you wait. The reward's at the pub, so go make your reports and get it. I'll see you back at the shop, okay? It's a promise. Alright. Mark another one down. Good work, everyone. So how'd it go? Was she as demanding as always? You're smiling, so things must have gone well enough. Alright, here's the reward. Number 9. Hello and welcome. You came at just the right time, everyone. I was just having a look at the water from the healing fountain, and it made a new potion from it. It can't heal you all the way like the fountain does, but I'm sure it'll come in handy all the same. Here's a sample. I'm gonna put tats on sale in my shop too, so if you ever need it, just come on by. I'll sell it to you lot anytime you need. While staring into the woods ahead of you, you find a small path leading between the trees. This is a shortcut that Izel mentioned. And we cleared this floor. Kind of? because we actually had to do backtracking back between the 7th and 8th floors, and 9th floors too. Here's sudden, sharp animal's cry. Looking into the brush, you find a baby monkey whose injured leg prevents it from moving. Tiny baby monkey, startled at your unfamiliar faces, hisses at you in an attempt to intimidate you. If you still feel that you cannot leave the baby monkey be, you are free to treat its wounded leg. Treat the baby monkey? Though it is a wild animal, your conscience will not allow you to ignore its plights. We got a medic. Let's go, Bunsey. Bunsey Uto carefully cradles the baby monkey so as to not frighten it and quickly begins treating its wound. Once the bandages are in place, the monkey's pain seems to subside. It moves its leg back and forth. As it dawns on the monkey that it can move again, it quickly jumps out of Bunsey Uto's arms. The monkey scampers up a tree, pausing to look back once, give a cheerful sounding chirp before vanishing. You wave to the fleeing baby monkey before going on your way. Awesome. We helped an animal. As you pass through the door and enter a small room, you notice traces of other explorers using it as a campsite. Some ways from the kindling is a stack of firewood that is still tall enough to build a decent fire. If you wish, you may use this campsite to take a rest yourselves. Start a fire to warm up? That's what kindlings are for. Decide to use the kindling the other explorers have left at the campsite to start a fire. It seems you are more chilled than you had thought. You feel the fire's warmth slowly thaw your stiff muscles. By the time the embers cool, you feel quite refreshed. Pleased at your luck at coming across the campsite, you resume your journey. Marty recovers 50 HP. 30 TP. Alright, some more requests. Decided to take the request, have you? Ian down at the general store wants everything you can mine from the second stratum. If you've been keeping a good map, you should already know where all the places to mine are by now, right? I have to say, I've been kind of unlucky with the gathering requests. The previous playthrough before this, I was like, oh yeah, everything is working out for me. And now the game just doesn't want to give me everything I need. And the lucky coin. Decided to say the request, have you? This is from another adventurer like you. He's quite skilled, and has even been to the Wyvern's lair down on the second stratum. But he encountered a bird monster he'd never seen before near the Wyvern's lair, and ran away in a hurry. In his panic, he dropped an important item that he didn't notice missing until later. Apparently, it's a coin that he uses to make decisions when he's not sure what to do. He says he dropped it near the Wyvern's lair, but he doesn't have the courage to go back and look for it. He's relied on it as a lucky charm, and without it, he says, he doesn't have the will to go on adventuring. I know it'll be tough, but please look for this man's coin. Still, be careful. That bit about a monster he'd never seen is all a bit disconcerting. As you walk through the forest, you hear the fierce cry of a bird cut through the air from the east. Suddenly recall the quest you accepted at the pub. The east, isn't it north? Oh, wait, never mind. Pretty sure I lost the lucky coin when he was attacked by monstrous bird. Could that bird you heard just now be the same monster? If you wish to complete the quest, you should try searching to the east. I mean, I guess it is east. You find something shining on the ground. Perhaps it's what you're looking for? When you crouch down to take a closer look, you hear an intense howl rise up from behind you. And here's another quest-only boss. I probably could just auto through this once its head was healed, but eh. Oh yeah, this is where ecstasy comes in. $867. Wow. After defeating the monster, you turn your attention back to the shiny object you saw before. It's a coin. You pick it up. Lucky coin. Oh, here's another boss. Here we go, Jungle Killer. HP is 2017, attack is 29, defense is 25. It's weak to volt and resists cut and stab attacks. And let's see, resists a whole bunch of ailments. That's not fun. Its skills are Numbing Sting. Using its legs, it deals damage to a single party member, also may paralyze or poison. Lily is already paralyzed right here. Not exactly that great, but we did find its legs, so. Wait, I put it on bind. Please tell me I didn't put it on bind on. That was silly of me, of course. Of course I would make that mistake. Refresh! Refresh! Oh wait, I already fixed that, never mind. Leg is still bound. Alright, let's have a salve heal up everyone. Alright. That does it. You obtained the Carmenite that was requested by Jackson the chef. Deliver it to the pub for your reward. Good work, everyone. This coin must be very important to him. I think he'll be very relieved to have it back. I'll make sure it gets back to the client. You got it then? Good job, everyone. So you were only able to get one by defeating the Firebird using fire? Interesting. Apparently the stone is great at bringing out the natural flavors in food. It's a trade secret, I hear. Jackson will be pleased to see us. Nice work. You obtain the materials asked for by the general store owner. Deliver them to the pub to complete the request. Awesome. Mark another one down. Scrap iron, laterite, and smashed fossil. So these are what you can get from the second stratum? I'll be sure to give these to clients. Nice work, everyone. Oh, was this oh, this was gathering ambush. That explains it. Decided to take a request, have you? Do you know of Lady Pompadaro? Pompadaro? She's a strikingly beautiful woman in the city, and she's always wearing new accessories made of precious metals. She's grown tired of the accessories available in town, and wants one made from materials found in the labyrinth. To that end, she's made a request for an old choker. You can get the fossil for it by mining down in the second stratum. Then you just need to sell those fossils at the store, and the kid there can make you a necklace out of them. It may be tough, but good luck anyhow. Prayer to the stars. Decided to take a request, have you? Starseed is a lover's charm set to make your wishes come true. Oh, did I already unlock Lord Tenpai then? I guess that would make sense. Yeah, I think I already did. I forgot to show it off though. That's okay. Oh, another F.O.E. Tusk Ruin. HP is 3,390, attack is 29, defense is 20. No weaknesses or resistances. Its skills are Charge, using its head it increases the power of the next attack, and it's followed up by Bull Rush. Using its legs, it deals damage to the entire party. Alright. I do find it funny that for gunners in Etrian Odyssey, since the second game, up until Untold. Untold 2? Yeah, Untold was the last game. Basically, their attack scaled off of their strength, but then in Untold 2, they changed it so that it scales off of their agility. So if you really wanted a more powerful gunner, you would have to get a survivalist and then alter the class to the gunner. That's how it would work in Etrian Odyssey 2 Untold, but also I think it was lacking the attack skill, attack passive skill, attack up. Was it? Yeah. No, never mind. You would get it from the gunner skill anyways, gunner class. Alright, Tusk Ruin now. The room you reach has a markedly different air to it than a thick forest atmosphere. For this room is infested with countless insects that watch your every move. The insects make no move, as if waiting for a signal. You have no way of knowing when they may attack. Decide to spend as little time here as you can and move on. Alright, we got the smashed fossil, turned it into an old choker. We got the old choker. Good job, everyone. So this is an old choker. It's a bit odd, but I'm sure she'll look good with it. At any rate, keep up the good work. As you walk deeper in the labyrinth, you feel a cool breeze. The breeze against your skin drives home how sweaty you all are from the constant march. If you wish, you can take a rest to enjoy the wind blowing in this room. Rest here. Upon making the decision to cool your sweat-drenched bodies here, you set down your belongings and sit. The dry, cool breeze that continues to blow here is a welcome contrast to the humid air of the dense forest. Before long, you notice that the sweat that has soaked your clothing has dried completely. The rest seems to have done the party a world of good, since everyone feels refreshed upon resuming a journey. Party recovers 70 HP. You make a note to yourself to remember this excellent spot for a rest before you proceed further into the forest. After a quick glance around reveals nothing of note, you make to leave when something falls from above. Carefully skipped again. It seems to have landed in a nearby mound of leaves. You wonder whether you should investigate. As you dig through the leaves, you find a number of fruits. Small red fruits must have been dropped by birds, something of that sort. There are enough for all of you. If you wish, you could try eating the fruit. Share the fruit with everyone. You decide to share the fruits with the others this time, and you all take a hearty bite. The fruit is as sweet as ever, draining all your exhaustion in an instant. Nice. With your energy restored, you return to the investigation in high spirits. As you step into a small room in the forest's depths, you suddenly hear the rustling of grass. A leaf falls from above, and you sense a tremendous threat directed your way. But a quick glance around reveals nothing that could be the cause. A careless move will surely lead to whatever has you in its sights to attack. You must think hard about where the threat may be lurking, or you may not have a second chance. Up, because the leaf fell. Recalling the leaf that drifted from above, look up, squinting cautiously at the forest ceiling. There, you spy a man-eating plant that clearly has you in mind for its next meal. Plant, sensing that its disguise has been penetrated, disappears into the branches. You sense that it has withdrawn completely. It seems to have abandoned you as a target. However, you cannot rule out the possibility of this man-eating plant remaining nearby in hiding. You make a note to remember that there is a dangerous plant here before leaving the area. Come on, killer plants. As you plod through the humid forest, Yami receives an unexpected blow to the head. Ow! Looking around, it seems something came falling from above that happens to strike them. When you pick up the fallen object, you discover that it is a full bottle of medicine. As you ponder how such a thing could have fallen from the trees, you hear an energetic cry. You look up to see the baby monkey you rescued before, jumping up and down the branches with excitement. Once the monkey sees that it has your attention, it throws another bottle of medicine to you. You are unsure how to procure these, but it must be the baby monkey's way of thanking you for your aid. You gracefully accept the medicine and march on while waving your thanks to the baby monkey. Nice. As you walk through the jungle, you sense an imminent threat from deeper in the labyrinth. Something lurks here unlike anything encountered to date. It may be dangerous to proceed. Seriously consider returning to town and making further preparations before continuing. And there's a starseed. You have found the starseed. Turn it in at the pub to complete the quest. That's prayer to the stars done. Work, everyone. Hey, do you really think this seed could grow into love? Don't make that face at me. I know it's just a charm. But this seed can give a little girl the courage to confess her true feelings. Couldn't you say? Maybe. It all depends on belief. It would appear that you have safely traversed the Wyver's Nest and have now reached the 9th floor. There is something I must tell you now that you have reached that far. On the final floor of the 2nd stratum, known as the primitive jungle, a terrible monster lies in wait. Rada has come to the decision to issue a mission to slay the monster. If you believe you are brave enough to overcome a challenge like none other, then accept this mission. The hunt for Sununos. You accepting? Very good. The chieftain will give you the details. Well met, members of Blue Moon. We are pleased to see you have undertaken the task of defeating Sununos. We have borrowed an ancient god's name for the monster ruling over the 10th floor. It's been many years since the first adventurers stepped into the labyrinth's 10th floor. That is when the monster Sununos began to trouble our expeditions. Since then, only 2 explorers have succeeded in reaching the 3rd stratum. Our great hope is that you will defeat Sununos and reopen the paths below. Wish you luck, adventurers. I can only add my wishes of luck to the chieftains. I pray for your safe return. The 10th floor. As you tread through the 2nd stratum, a voice reaches your ears. Wondering who it could be, you investigate and spy 2 female adventurers further in. Warrior woman Ren and a flame-haired Slaka. What are they doing here? Fight by curiosity, consider heading in their direction to speak to them. I gotta use the bathroom. Go ahead and keep on watching. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. As you continue through the twinning foliage, you reach a small natural clearing. In its center stands a grotesque monster, unlike any you have yet seen. It can be none other than Sununos, king of the jungle. Stand and slay the demon. Alright, Sir Nuno's. HP is 6,880. Attack is 30, defense is 20. It's weak to Volt, but resists fire. Its main skills are Combo Smash. Using its arms, it deals a melee bash attack to a single party member that has a splash effect. Cross Counter. Using its arms, it counters all physical attacks this turn with a bash attack to the attacker. Hurricane Punch. Using its arms, it deals bash damage to the entire party, and may also cause paralysis. Horn Rush. Using its head, it deals moderate physical damage to a single party member. Silent Stare. Using its head, it may bind the entire party's heads. Later in the battle, it will also summon Healing Rollers. The Rollers may use Cure. Using its head, it heals to Nunos for a moderate amount, and Holy Veil. Using its head, it may raise the enemy party's elemental defense. Ooh. Definitely want to put in a focus on elemental attacks, particularly bolts. So far so good though. Oh, it summoned its rollers. I don't think I have anything that could deal damage to... easy damage to back row, so... Oh yeah, I do have Spark Formula, never mind. Oh, but of course they would increase elemental defense like that. Gotta take care of the mines. Oh yeah, I should also mention, I've been using custom music for certain battles at this point. For those who are new here, I have used custom music for the F.O.E. and the Stratum bosses. Alright. Let's wrap up this battle now. Nice. That's Sir Nuno's down. After a fierce battle, you finally succeed in defeating the Jungle King, Cernunnos. You must return to town in order to report your victory to the Rada. Well, before we do any of that, let's explore... Let's get a taste of the Azure Rainforest for a bit. Third Stratum. You slowly step into the azure sea of trees. As you take your first steps into this new land, a soldier appears and hails you. Are you the adventurers who defeated the king of the jungle? Your exploits are the talk of Rada Hall. You should return there to see what I mean. The soldier smiles, delivers a mock salute, and goes on his way. Perhaps it would be a good idea to heed his words and visit the Rada. Alright, well, time to go back up there. Let's see what the Rada has to say. It appears you've eliminated Cernunnos, the monster in the jungle. Good show. We're all very grateful. That monster has been a constant thorn in the Rada's side. It seems only yesterday that you've arrived in Etria, but you've become quite strong. Thanks to you, we can finally investigate further, and again glimpse the third stratum. To show our gratitude for your excellent work, we have a small reward for you. Alright. As a result of your hard work, the third stratum is again open to us. We plan to immediately begin research on the floors we couldn't previously access. Still, we know very little of the area. We'll have to draw up maps first. We've placed a number of our soldiers on the task, but to tell the truth, we're a bit unsure of their reliability. What say you? Since you were able to defeat the Jungle King, would you be willing to assist him? It depends how much are we getting paid. Alright. We cleared the second stratum. Alright. Do I feel like rating someone? Yeah, that's the end of this video. Okay. Oh, Marky's still up. Marky's doing a partner push. He's probably doing... Yeah, I don't think... maybe no raid. Doesn't seem like there's anyone I could work with. No raids? No raids. Or her schedule. It's supposed to be... Oh, she doesn't do anything on Saturday, okay. Well. Okay, I will just end it here. But before we do that, we have special credits. So, thank you all for watching, and here are the Virtual Remix generic credits. See you all later.